What's up, you guys? I hope you guys are doing okay. As you can tell, the vibe is quite informal today. I thought I should just shoot a quick video today just to speak about idolatry. And yeah, setting up a camera and all of the things and editing, I'm like, it's gonna take time. Okay, so I'm gonna just say what I need to say and take out the message. So I was reading about Moses and the Israelites after they went out of captivity and they started to worship idols, right? So Moses was on Mount Horeb chatting with God, waiting for the Ten Commandments. And he took some time. He took some time there. I think that's how we feel sometimes about our relationship with God. We feel like, oh, he's taking time, so I'm gonna manufacture my own solution here. So while he was still there and the Israelites were done because he was up the mountain, they were like, wait a minute, this is taking long. Then they ask Aaron to build a calf for them so they can worship it, because they're like, where is this guy? He been gone, okay? So then Aaron helped them and they did that, and it made the Lord angry, super angry. I think we just need to be aware of the heart of God regarding idolatry. Like, it's not cute, eh? He hates it. He hates it. Because you see the action, or the steps he took after they started worshiping the golden calf. So he was angry. Then he told Moses, well, Moses, go down, go be with your people, because I'm angry. And Moses tried to intercede on their behalf. Anyway, he came down and he saw it and he got angry and it was a mess. He smashed the tablets with the Ten Commandments. Yeah, it was messy, okay. And at the end of the day, they ended up being killed for their disobedience. They ended up being killed for them worshiping their idols. So if you want to read the whole story, you can go to Exodus chapter 30, between 32 and 33. Just check the title if it's related to the golden calf, so you can see the heart of God regarding idolatry. So I was just thinking, I'm like, yo, God has been really shining a light upon the things that I have been idolizing. He's like, I'm not gonna listen. You will listen to me, okay? um, it's very interesting how God calls the Israelites at that time stiff-necked. They are a stiff-necked generation. They don't want to listen, to a point where he was like, listen, you'll go to the promised land, but keep in, guys, I'm not going to be a part of that. You're going by yourselves. And Moses had to be like, oh God, if you're not going, then we are not going. Please come with us. And yo, as I was praying yesterday, I kept on getting the word stiff-necked, stiff-necked. And I'm like, yo. Maybe listen, maybe be obedient, guys. Because I feel like, first of all, our phones are the biggest problem now. Something that was meant to be a blessing from God, like the jewelry that they had, all the stuff that they had was part of the things that they got from the Egyptians, because God had favor on them, looked favorably upon the Israelites, that they were able to get these, the nice jewelry and everything, but then they used it to create idols. And it could be the same with us. Actually, it is the same with us, in the sense that the blessings that God gave us to make our life easier, we have idolized. Like, now our phones are controlling us so much. You can't decide on your own will that I'm gonna put my phone down and I'll see it in a few hours. Oh no, you feel like you always have to check something. You're anxious, checking messages. Is someone speaking something? Like, they won't be mad for you just taking a few hours away. I promise you. Okay. This is coming from someone who has struggled with feeling like they have to respond people now, but sometimes you really need to plugged into God, and into His presence. Just for a minute, just put the phone away, okay? And another way that I've realized that it could be something could be idolatry is food, just munching away, hey? And what's fueling this one is how we watch a lot of mukbangs. I know I'm guilty of watching mukbangs because it's so interesting how people just eat and it looks nice and you're like, oh, that makes me feel like I want to eat. But if you watching a lot of food, even if it's not mukbangs, but food content, if you indulge in a lot of it, it's definitely going to affect how you view food. Food, you're just going to eat for fun and not because you're eating to fuel your body. Yeah, so that one is definitely a drag, even sleeping to get away from your problems. And Jesus said that if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling burdened, cast your cares onto me. Hey? Throw the cast is to throw something with force. It means don't even think about, don't even hold on to it even for a day. Just throw it to God. So as sleeping is definitely not a problem. The problem is when now you're like always avoiding problems by going to sleep. Going to sleep. But God wants us to have a relationship with Him, and not avoid Him or avoid problems by, just being idle and lazy, because it can lead to laziness. At first, it looks like, oh, I'm just taking a cute little nap to forget my problems. And then at some point, it's idleness. You don't even know when you started becoming lazy. Now you're lazy. You can't even do the basic things that you're supposed to do. And now the enemy finds an opportunity to plant negative thoughts. The next thing you know, you're depressed. The next thing you know, you're anxious. Okay. Not to say all anxiety and depression is caused by that. I'm just saying that it can lead there. Sometimes our lazy or sometimes just being idle and sleeping, gives the enemy an open door for him to attack us. And the battle is really in the mind, you know. Even this one is a big one. There was a time, I don't know if I'm over it, but there was a time where I felt like, if I could just get married, then it's gonna solve a lot of my problems. And I felt God convicting me that, through other people, that I'm the one who's giving that. The guy you think is gonna come and change your life and answer your problems, I'm the one providing for him to get there. So please don't get it mixed up and look up to a person to get you out of a situation. It's only me. It's only me who can get you out of it. So it shouldn't be like, marriage is such a beautiful gift, but you shouldn't be looking to it like as an idol or admiring it to a point where you feel like it's going to fix your problems. Where like, because what happens, let's say God forbid your partner loses their job. What do you think is going to happen? So I think God has just been serious about this idolatry, that I can't share a spot with someone in your heart or something in your heart. If you've put Netflix there up there, I can't. And the results are intense of him, the results of him responding to idolatry. And they're not cute, because sometimes you might even be removed from that blessing that you idolized, and you have to stay at home or stay away from it from some time. You might even lose your job. There's certain things that you might lose just for God to get to you, because you're so stiff-necked. You don't want to hear. You have closed your heart. You have closed your ears. You refuse to hear what God is saying, because you are there. You are there. You are there. You don't even see. You don't even see that God is saying, hey, come back to me. So let us not be that generation. May God help us to get to a point where, if He is saying, oh, it's time to let go of that, it's time to fast from social media or even delete it forever, that we are obedient. Someone said that obeying, being obedient, but at a later stage is still disobedience. So let us, listen to God. When He says it's time to move, we move. Okay. Yeah, I definitely do think that we need to work on a lot of things, especially now with this era of having a lot of things that can manufacture peace, make you feel like, oh, you don't need the peace of God because there's this and that. There's, you can go for a massage to relax, you can manufacture the peace, but it will definitely not be the peace of Christ, because that one that you're manufacturing, it's based on outside things. So what will happen when it's taken away? So let's just be obedient when He's calling us to a relationship with Him, that we don't end up in a place where we are called into the wilderness because we didn't listen. Yeah, I'm reminded of Hosea's wife, or the book of Hosea. Ish, that one. It's something else. But how God, He's like, I will call her out into the wilderness because she had worshipped the idols of her partners, because she was a prostitute basically, and she started thinking the things she got was from them. And God was like, I'm gonna call you out of the wilderness, out into the wilderness to speak tenderly to her, you know. So at the end of the day, God, even if you feel like you're finding yourself in a place where you're in the wilderness, as a result of you worshiping idols, there is grace. He is a merciful God. He's definitely going to recover everything to you. But you just need to be obedient this time. Learn the lesson so that it's not a repetition, okay? It's not a cycle. Yeah, may God help us. May God help us. Let us not arouse His anger. Let us be obedient. Yo, I just feel like God is really coming for us this season. He's not playing. Yeah, it should show you the heart of God, how He reacts to idolatry. So we should know He's not playing there. Yeah, let's not abuse His grace. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you so much. It was a short one, but yeah, hopefully it did something. Hopefully, it did something, planted a seed, and I pray God blesses you with all your heart's desires. Bye.